The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
Well, the skies are blue, the sun is shining, the shamrocks are green, and Throggs Neck is alive for the 14th annual Throggs Neck St. Patrick's Day Parade, right here on BronxNet.
We do what we like, we do what we could. In the end, it's all good in my Bronx backyard.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Bronx Magazine, where we spotlight the people, places, and the events that make the beautiful Bronx the truly unique place that it is. I'm Derek Woods here at one of these fantastic events, the annual Throggs Neck St. Patrick's Day Parade. It's a tremendous day to celebrate the Bronx, to celebrate Irish pride, and just to celebrate a strong and vibrant community. Each and every year, this street is lined with people celebrating their Irish heritage, but really celebrating the Bronx. Earlier today, it started at St. Benedict's Church. There was a mass, and certainly the annual breakfast sponsored by that great Bronx legend, Jim McQuaid, and the Schuyler Hill Funeral Home. And certainly it's a wonderful chance to get started on this great, great day. Well, they're doing a final tuning of the pipes, and right now we're with the members of the Throggs Neck Benevolent Association, the chief organizers for this wonderful, wonderful parade. It's Sheila Haney, Karen O'Connor, and Chris Dalton. The Throggs Neck Benevolent Association has been just doing an amazing job. Tell me a little bit about this year's parade.
We're very excited. We have 18 bands, our most ever, and we have over 50 marching groups, civic groups, and church groups, and school groups. So it's a great way for us to celebrate our Irish heritage and community pride.
There's so much that goes into the organizing of this. The size of your journal this year is massive. How do you guys do it?
Well, we rely on local businesses and community groups, as well as individuals who take pages out to congratulate Grand Marshals, but also to commemorate their loved ones who have passed away in the last year. So it's an outpouring of support, and it's one of the major fundraisers for this parade.
You know, a hallmark of a great community is great organizations. It's amazing you guys have been together 15, 16 years now, really, before the first parade?
Yes, we've been together since, the Benevolent Association has been together since 1993, and this is our 14th parade, so we're quite happy.
Chris, tell me a little bit about the Throggs Neck Benevolent Association, some of the other things you guys do besides this wonderful parade.
Well, we also have various fundraisers throughout the year to help people whose families or people who have catastrophic illness, accident, and are underinsured or not insured at all. And the proceeds from this parade, what's left over, goes to the Benevolent Association. Nothing from the Benevolent Association pays for this parade.
You know, TMBA is there in good times and bad, and today is definitely one of the good. But we do remember a lot of people in the community today. Tell me a little about the Grand Marshals today.
Today's Grand Marshals are Justice Doug McKeon and Regina Gallagher Marengo, and we also have our honored clergy member, which is Sister Bridget O'Sullivan. They're all embedded in their Bronx, their careers, their lives, born and raised, and contributing to the community. So we're excited to have them representing us today.
And also the honorary Grand Marshals. This is a very tight-knit community, and it's a chance to say goodbye to loved ones who passed in the last year. Tell me what that means to you and the group.
I think it's a bittersweet day, but really a beautiful day, a memory for all of them. The family's going to march. There's hundreds of people here. We have 14 honorary Grand Marshals, and it's just a celebration of their lives for people to come together, so we're happy about that as well.
And, we're so thankful for what you guys do, not only for Throggs Neck, for the Bronx, and at this time, let's take a look at the honorary Grand Marshals and pause to remember them as well. flags have been unfurled, and now let's get ready to march. All right, we're beginning our march down the long green line, and there is quite a crowd out today with this wonderful, wonderful weather. And of course, we have our honorary grand marshals here, and the one and only Judge Douglas McKeon. Judge, tell me your thoughts on being honored here today.
Well, Derek, it looks like you brought the beautiful weather with you this year. This is just fantastic. First of all, to be honored by my neighbors, those of Irish heritage. And to do it here in the Bronx is just the greatest feeling you can have.
A wonderful, wonderful representation of Irish culture and heritage. We're so proud of you. This is a great honor for you. And we have the honorary grand marshal. Good to see you again, Mrs. McKean. How are you? Douglas's beautiful wife, and also we have Regina Marengo. She's one of the honorary grand marshals. Tell me your thoughts on being honored here today.
Oh, it's a blast. I'm so proud. I'm proud of my Irish roots, and being here in the Bronx is my hometown, so it's all good.
A proud member of the armed forces. You are a tremendous example of. We are so proud of you and your Irish heritage, and you're just a wonderful, wonderful example of all our kids and our families. And we also, sister, my goodness, tell me your thoughts on being honored here today.
Wow, it certainly is a great honor to be amongst all these wonderful, wonderful, good people. God bless you all. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you.
My goodness. Well, enjoy the parade, everybody. You're sitting in style.
I'm O. Diaz for the remainder of the month here. Ruben O. Diaz.
You heard it here first. Breaking news.
Well,
Ruben.
They did that. They named me Ruben O. Diaz last Thursday at our celebration for the heritage of the Irish community here in the Bronx and in New York at the Rambling House. And it's always a great pleasure to be able to walk down this wonderful strip every year, seeing all the green, all of the rich tradition of the Irish men and women who have contributed to the borough, and those who are not Irish, who are here to support the diversity in our borough. So it's just a wonderful event. We have beautiful weather.
We have beautiful weather. That always makes everything a lot nicer. We also had the pleasure of being witness to your State of the Borough address 2 weeks ago. While we're celebrating all good things Bronx today, tell me what has received the most reaction to your State of the Borough? What are you most proud of, sir?
I think that the fact that people came out of there with a sense that there is a real plan to move forward in a smart way with economic development, and the fact that all of the elected officials are working in unison to execute that plan. And so there are so many different specifics. There are so many different cogs to the machine. But what I think that people are loving the fact that there is an overall plan to make sure that the Bronx is rebranded, make sure we create jobs, to make sure we do it with decent wages, and then the fact that there's a camaraderie, a collegiality, a sense of purpose that is identified by all of the elected officials, and finally we're getting respect from the city and the state. So I think that came across.
And certainly with so many diverse community, share finally your thoughts on Throggs Neck, what they've accomplished here in recent years.
Well, you have now, of course, with Stephen Kaufman, who's now the president of the Throggs Neck Merchants Association. Look at all of the wonderful eateries. When we did the first ever Bronx Week, Savor the Bronx, many of the eateries here were the ones who opened their doors and gave the lunch special so that people could come from outside of our borders and enjoy the wonderful cuisine, enjoy the nightlife, right? There's nightlife here, the lounges, and there's yet more to come. I mean, when you look at the fact that, the golf course is going to open up at Ferry Point Park, something that we've been waiting for over 30 years. Think about how much we're going to get in terms of traffic and visitors who are going to come and play golf, perhaps catch a PGA-style classic, and then come here and stimulate the local economy. It's just a wonderful time. Everybody's excited, and I'm so proud to be the borough president.
Well, thank you so much, Borough President Ruben O. Diaz. I'll let you get back to the parade, and we'll let you get back to the St. Patrick's Day parade. All right, we'll have plenty more from the Throggs next St. Patrick's Day parade right after these messages.
Your education is the key to your future. And if you're a high school student, your next stop is college. A college education gives high school graduates a competitive advantage professionally and financially. Without it, your job opportunities are much more limited. A college diploma is a necessary requirement for any successful tomorrow. So make sure you're prepared. Speak to your guidance counselor. Visit your local colleges. Your education is the key to your future. Bronx Community College got its Irish up with their annual St. Patrick's Day Luncheon. Sponsored by the BCC Irish Heritage Committee, the annual event was loaded with traditional tunes and fare, anchored by the ever-popular Bronx Irish dance troupe, the Celtic Dreams.
Of history here at the Bronx Community College at this event because we were invited by Dennis McCarthy about 3 years ago. The children were made to feel so welcome, really treated so nicely, and everything is decorated with balloons. They love it and they give it their heart when they perform here. So we really, really feel honored to be a part of this event today.
Each year, BCC celebrates St. Patrick's Day by honoring a community and campus representative with strong ties to the Irish community. This year's honorees were Father James Coy Sheehan, BCC campus minister, and yours truly, an honor that I will cherish forever.
You know, Father Jim Sheehan talks about the whisper in the trees and how he's just a silent presence here on campus, that there is a higher power. We're very proud to also honor him and his contributions to not just his culture, but all cultures.
This is an annual tradition. We've been doing it. I've been here for 5 years. We're always happy, too, to have the Bronx Net here. And Derek Woods has always been such a champion of our school and our students that we're just thrilled to have him be one of our honorees.
I do not think I'm the best Irishman of the year. I'm a happy Irishman, and I'm doing this for my family, both here on Earth and in the next dimension.
To be honored both as a Bronxite and as an Irish American, and certainly here on this magnificent campus of Bronx Community College. You know, I've covered this for BronxNet for many, many years, and to be honored this way is just an overwhelming feeling. All right, welcome back to Bronx Magazine and our coverage of the 14th Annual Throggs Next St. Patrick's Day Parade. The weather has been outstanding, and of course that's leading to lots and lots of crowds coming out to this wonderful, wonderful parade. You know, St. Patrick's Day means many things in Ireland. It's actually more of a holy day of obligation. We remember St. Patrick as the heart of our Catholic roots. But it's become much more. St. Patrick's being a celebration of Irish heritage in New York and throughout the world. Yeah, there are some elements of fun and partying and oftentimes drinking. But beyond that kind of revelry, there's also an important element of celebrating St. Patrick's Day to remind us of the hard work of our Irish immigrants, especially to our country. They say New York City was built by the Irish, and you know, they make a very good case when you know how many people were actually Irish descent that built the roads, built the streets, built the buildings, built the bridges. And certainly on days like today, we remember their sacrifice and remember their hard work. Now, Throggs Neck is a very hard-working, what they call a blue-collar community, and certainly in recent years, while the country has suffered from a recession, this neighborhood in some ways has thrived. There's been massive redevelopment, reinvestment in many of their businesses. Along East Tremont Avenue, it's very evident. So today we don't only celebrate Irish heritage, we celebrate a proud and strong community that is certainly showing their Bronx pride and their Irish pride today. The smiles on Jimmy Vacca's face is only as big as the smiles of all his friends and neighbors coming down the line here. Jimmy, longtime district manager, city councilman, some of your thoughts being here at the parade?
Well, you know something. This originated over a table years ago in my office at Board 10. I thought it would be a good idea to have a St. Patrick's Day parade in the Bronx. And of course, people like the idea. We put together a committee, and it's taken off ever since then. And it's really great. I can't believe how much bigger and bigger it gets. The streets are lined. It's good for our community, good for the restaurants, good for the people to have a wonderful spirit. So I'm honored to be here. It's really an honor to meet so many people and feel the spirit that Throggs Neck has today.
Jimmy, few men have entered Bronx politics with quite the reputation you do have as being a bulldog, a fighter for the community. A lot of people are looking to you, a lot of events. Tell me, what's at the head of your list these days?
Oh, I have a lot of things at the head of my list. Let me tell you something. And at the Transportation Committee of the City Council, we have issues with the MTA constantly. I think the MTA's got to understand that they can't keep increasing fares and decreasing service. We want to know what they're doing with the money we give them. We pay too much in tolls and too much in fares now. So my advocacy at the Transportation Committee takes me to often fighting the MTA, the Taxi and Limousine Commission, the Department of Transportation. So I love what I do. I've been doing it only about 40 years, but it's a great life.
Hey, and do you have anything on your radar about the restructuring of Lehman High School? I know a lot of people are looking for you. They're a little uncertain of what they're going to do in the future.
Well, I don't understand what they're trying to do at Lehman because only this year they appointed a new principal. And I want the new principal to be given a chance to succeed. And I think we have evidence now that she is succeeding. So why go ahead and do this? It's premature. It's not needed. This school is not a chronically failing school. It is a school that was succeeding until the Department of Education screwed everything up. They have to get out of the way, and they have to make sure that we get the resources we need. I'm very much pro-Lehman, and I'm in there fighting to keep them viable.
God bless you, Jimmy. I'll stop from working now. Enjoy the parade.
Thank you, Derek.
Well, he stands out in the crowd, not only because he's one of our tallest elected officials, but that bright Irish smile keeps him going. Congressman Joe Crowley. Congressman, tell me your thoughts on being here in Throggs Neck once again.
It's once again a beautiful day here in Throggs Neck up in the Bronx, and what can you say? It's just the weather's fantastic, the music's great, everyone's happy. The spring is on its way, and it's St. Patrick's Week. It's wonderful.
I'm always investigating the tough stories. You didn't get to sing this year. I think.
I think maybe they saved the audience from another year of painful hearing and ears, but I'll have enough opportunities to sing throughout the whole week, and I'm fine. So.
All kidding aside, Congressman, what's on the top of your plate in terms of Irish American fairs and the Bronx? Anything you want to share with us?
Well, I think this is a great opportunity to really celebrate the great heritage of the Irish people. And unfortunately, I think there are detractors out there, not the least of which are commercial detractors. Urban Outfitters is running a campaign, a derogatory one, I think, that is attacking the Irish people. With its paraphernalia. I think it's also supporting binge drinking, which is a real pandemic that we're facing with some young people in this country. And I think there's enough positive about cultures to speak about and to not go to a very low denominator. And I think it's representative, really, not only of the Irish, but all ethnicities and races. We need to celebrate the good things about what our forebears brought to this country and was helped to make us a great nation.
As a long-time someone who represents both the Bronx and Queens, what is your thoughts on the latest developments in redistricting?
Well, it still has the ways to go. We don't know exactly what the lines in the end will look like, but I'm very confident that when all is said and done, that I'm going to continue to be a congressman, and I look forward to working here in the Bronx, and especially this part of Throggs Neck. My offices are up here, and I love the people up here, and the Bronx is a great place to be in politics, so I'm really enjoying it very much. Look forward to many years to come.
Now is James McSherry, Bronx author and teacher. James, how you enjoying the parade out here today?
Oh, it's great. It's a great day for the Throggs Neck community, a great day for the Irish, and a great day for the members of this community. It's wonderful. It's a tradition that's really expanded over the years, and more people attend it, and it brings the community together. I really love it.
Well, everybody loves the parade, but it looks like you're dealing with some hard things. The sad news is that it looks like they're going to be closing down your longtime school, yes. Lehman High School, and it looks like you're not too happy about it.
I'm not. We're out here to distribute some flyers and just rally the community behind the school. We've had support from Jimmy Vacker and Crowley and Klein, and everyone's pretty much against the school closure and the co-locating another school in our building. But I think a lot of people in the community aren't aware of it, so I figured this is a great day to come out here, celebrate the parade, and let people know that decisions are being made about the school that they're not aware of, and they can really get behind it and maybe stop what's happening. It's a political process that needs to be addressed by the people in the community and the students that this community serves and the school that the students that the school serves. So I feel it's important, and I just want people to know what's happening.
James, the Board of Ed and the State Board of Ed sometimes feels you got to tear something down to rebuild it, to make it better. Some of the grades at the school have not been very good over the past few years. What is your thoughts on their course of action?
I think the school's been here for 40 years. I think over 35 years it's been a passing school. So my philosophy is you don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. You rebuild the school, you give it time to improve. And there's a lot of things: economic, budgetary concerns. The budget's been slashed the last 6 years. The principals changed 3 times over the last 5 years. They instituted scanning, cut school aids. There are a lot of intangibles that go into the success of any school. So numbers data is data, but sometimes facts are the enemy of the truth, and we need to examine the real truth, what the school's been to this community, and it's been a cornerstone of this community for 40 years.
All right, James, well, best of luck on the quest. Hopefully it works out better for you, and most importantly for the students there.
Absolutely, the students are my main concern. Happy St. Paddy's Day.
All right, let's get back to the parade.
Crowds went for miles upon miles. Beautiful weather, beautiful people, a fantastic day, and a fantastic community. And again, Derek, thank you. Thank you for everything you do for us.
And we love the Bronx, and everybody should come to the Bronx at least once in a while. We're Irish for the day today.
We come here every year. It's been our 15th year we're here. It's wonderful to see old friends, new friends, and the marching bands were great. Frankie, what'd you think?
It was really good.
What was your favorite part?
All the fire trucks and all the cops.
All right, well, that brings us to the end of yet another great Bronx Magazine, another tremendous Throggs Next St. Patrick's Day Parade. Many thanks to everyone who made today's great event possible, most specifically the Throggs Neck Benevolent Association and the NYPD and all the other great volunteers who make today such a wonderful day for the Bronx and for the Irish. Now, if there's anything you ever want to see your magazine or on BronxNet, just log on to www.bronxnet.org for a complete lineup of all the great shows and services that BronxNet has to offer. I'm Derek Woods. Hope to see you next time on Bronx Magazine.
See the train man, he gives a toot. Tree in Kingsbridge bearing ruby fruit. You see, it's no different than when you stand going to work, living off the land. Some days up, some days not. Some days life gets real hard in my Bronx backyard.